This week on Cars and Things Restos, more rubbing.
Good morning guys, we're here at the Holden Bottom Walk.
Welcome back to Cars and Things Restos. Yeah, well, now we've got all the doors and guards and everything back on it. It's all in the resto finish. So now we're back, all the guards and doors are on it and it's all in resto finish. We've got to get a rub back. Alright, so I've got stuck into this side. And look, this is probably the straightest side out of the two. Oh, the right hand rear quarter panel is probably the best. But you can see here that we've given it a rub back, and we knew there was a dent there, and that's where we welded the patch in for the aerial. We've got a little bit of a high just here, looks like sticking out, needs tapping down, and there's a few little lows in it, as we can see. Not too bad, but it definitely shows when you get the big long block. This one here we used. We'll get that out there, so we use that one, and you go all along it and it shows up all the little imperfections in it. So even though it looked pretty good, it wasn't perfect. So we knew that there was a dent just there, we've got to fill that in. But these ones here, you can just feel them. So Brothers seems to think that one more good coat of resto finish and they will block out. We won't have to fill them with anything. He said they'll block out, they're no worries. We've got a skim coat, put a little bit of a filler in between the doors to stop that rolling in of the door. We'll get it flat so it's flush straight across. So we'll do that in the morning. We'll put some filler in there and there. We did talk about filling this in here, but then I said if we're going to fill it in around here, then we probably need to fill it in right up here, and it's going to look a bit dicky, so we're going to leave it as it is, leave it as original looking, and see how we go. Okay, what else? What's today? Today, I think it's the 22nd or 21st or 22nd of March, and we're into it. And big news coming, guys. I don't know if I can let it out of the bag yet. Big news. Just put in an order for something really big. That'll be in a future video. I'm not going to let it out of the bag yet, but you'll see to come. All right, that'll do for the minute. We'll see you in a bit. All right, I can't help myself. I'll have to tell you what it is. I'll show you. Something big has happened, people. Something huge has happened. I can't believe it. We've come up to the shed here, and Travis's piece of shit he's been working on for the last 2.5 years is actually painted. I cannot fucking believe it. He's actually pulled his finger out and got the bloody thing painted. Thank Christ. Now we can get it out of the friggin' booth and out of the friggin' workshop, so we've got some room. No, that's not the big news, but that is good news that it's done. I'm happy that's done. We can get rid of it, but the big news, you'll see. I'm pretty excited. I'm not telling you. We'll see you in a future video. Okay. Give you a bit of a look what we've been doing. Putting a bit of filler in. We see there was a little dent there, and where the welded thing is still a little bit low there. Put some filler in around the gaps along here and here. Still needs a little bit in it. Sitting, I'm not sure what's going on there. We have a bit of a look at that, but it's coming along. It's starting to look really, really straight. I'm pretty happy with it. As you can see, we've scuffed it all back, and we've got it really, really nice and flat. You look along there, it's a bit hard to tell because it's a bit dull. So what we're going to do now is, so that's all rubbed back with our fantastic, what's it called, bloody All You Need, or it's not called All You Need, what's it called again? Resto Finish. Similar product as All You Need. Get it from these guys, Malamotive. They've sent us a stubby holder, you beauty, thank you guys. And a couple of stickers, I've got a heap of stickers. So they've sent me a stubby holder. Pretty happy with them guys, they're really looking after us. And we buy a fair bit of stuff off them, so we're very happy with them. So yeah, there it is. I actually did the cow, whacked a bit of filler in along there as well. So done the engine bay. That's all rubbed back, ready for another coat of Resto Finish. Oh, I've got to rub the roof back, I haven't done that yet. But so I'll probably do the roof tomorrow. Give it another coat of Resto Finish, because as you can see we've rubbed through the metal in a few spots. So we want to go over that again with Resto Finish. Pretty thick coat, and I reckon it's, I'll have a chat to brother, make sure, we'll run our eye over it, but I reckon we're pretty close to starting to block it back for a final coat. I reckon one more coat of Resto Finish, a nice thick one, well, and then we'll it'll be nearly ready to block back for high build. But what we're going to do is we're going to give it a coat. We're going to slip it back in the corner over there and leave it for a week and let it really cure and shrink back, if it will shrink back. They reckon that it doesn't shrink, so, but I'd rather sit it in the corner for a week, let it really dry, block it all back, and then stick some high build on it. And once we've got a nice coat of high build on it, we can wet and dry it and be ready for paint, so not too far away. Alrighty, we'll keep plugging away. Righto. We smashed her out the Sabo. Bit hard to see in the camera, but there she is. Hopefully that is our last coat of Resto Finish. Done the engine bay as well. Looking pretty good. So we're going to set that aside for a week and let it really cure. So yeah, we're going to let that sit for a week, harden up, and give it a rub back, make sure it's all nice and flat, it looks pretty good, and then we'll get it in high build. That's the boot off Mako, and there's a huge fucking rust hole in here that I've cut out and welded up. But didn't really want to use that on Mako, so I went for a wander around the paddock and I found another boot. It was in really good nick. It was on just a bomb that was up the back paddock, some blue piece of shit that I found this boot on it, so we're going to use that on Mako instead because it was brilliant. Alrighty, got stuck into this boot yesterday, sprayed it with some the underside of it with the Resto Finish from Malamotive. There it is there. Which I wasn't gonna, I was just gonna rub it all back and just put some high build on it and paint it. It's the underside of the boot. Who's really gonna see that? I wasn't really too fussed about it, but I got instructions from brother, no, do it fucking properly, spray it on, rub it all back flat. Remember, we're trying to go for top 60, and who knows, judges might just look under there. So he's making me prep it all, rub it all back flat, and make it look sweet. Anyway, probably just a day, doesn't matter, I'll get stuck into it. Rightio, there we go. All the underside of the boot is done and rubbed back. We've gone through to the undercoat in a few spots. Not too worried about that because it's going to get a sealer on it before we paint it. So that's back with 120. I'm going to get 320 and go over it and rub it back with 320, get the scratches a bit finer, and she'll be ready for paint. We might stick it on the car and see what it fits like. Boots on with the rubber on it. and it's looking nice and sweet, nice and tight. So I might bring the spoiler up actually, because I might have to lift the boat up a bit. I don't want the spoiler rubbing on here. Well, I probably could grind the spoiler, brother, maybe. Just the edge of the spoiler, so it's got about 3mm gap. We'll look at that when we get it. But we've just rubbed it all back. That was the last coat of resto finish that we've needed to do. We've just rubbed it all back. We were going to give it a week, but we've decided we'd give it 4 days, and we've rubbed it all back. Brother is just making it shiny. And can you see any imperfection, brother? Apart from that little just here there's a little thing, isn't there? There's like, when we rubbed it, you could just see a little mark. I think it might be that right there. Needs a little bit of filler in it, probably a bit of glaze in it, brother, yeah? Other than that, that is sweet. Reckon it's as straight as we can get it, or what? Well, with resto, now we've got to go to high build. So the plan is now, just finish off the other side. Just got to do this down here. Just got to rub that down under there. And we did notice there's a little bit of a high just there. Whether you want to knock that in. Tap that in. Yep. And still needs something there. Just a touch in there. Other than that, this side I've got to rub this whole guard back yet. So we'll get into this side, get that rubbed back, and then it's 2 coats of epoxy. Oh, bloody epoxy. 2 coats of high build, slip it outside and leave it for the week while we get into some other projects. Alrighty, alright, we'll keep busting it out. Righto, we've decided to go with the VS fuel door. So what I've got to do, I've got the VS catch here. That's out of the stato. So what I've got to do is I've got to drill a hole in here to put the catch through, and that'll hold the door shut. So I've measured it up on the stato. I've got a couple of marks there, so I'll punch a hole in it and see how we go. Rightio. So I've just stuck my catch in through the hole I drilled. So we think it was 11mm hole. I ended up having to drill in there. 30mm in from there to there. Sorry about the compressor. So I just marked it. It's a bit of a guess, but anyway, let's stick the. I'll just grab the tripod. Let's stick the fuel door in. See if I can do this on the fly. What have I got to do here? There we go. I'll get that around there. I'll stick the fuel door in and we'll see if it fits. Where is it? Oh yeah. Right in the middle of that. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Sweet. We can ask that, didn't I? And you could just pull the lever wherever the lever is. Bang, pops open, and we can fill it. Beautiful. Alright, there's our VS door fitted. Alright, get it started, guys. I've got my K-frame here. I'm just starting to pull it apart. I thought I might just film it for you. Show you how I go about it. Just give it a good steam clean. Now I'm just going to take the struts off by undoing these bolts, and I'll show you how I do that. I just wanted to give you an update on the Z. Got all new windows for it, just got the rear one fitted today, well, and tinted as well. So all brand new windows in the Z. They look really, really sweet. Got a car show this weekend, so thought what a perfect time to smash in the new windows and make it look nice and neat. Righto, I'll stick you on my tripod and I'll show you what I've got to do here. Right, a bit of PRC. Righto. This is what I want to show you. Get you in, bring you down here and show you closely. Okay, so a lot of people will go and buy bloody ball joint removers and all that shit to get these off, when it's all a waste of money. All you need is a big fucking knockometer. I'll show you if I can get it down here. There, that's on a taper, alright? So what we do is we give it a nice good hard hit right there and it'll pop. There we go. That's out, that's off. Righto, the next one is, if I can get that bolt undone, no, I have to get that. Now this one here, we give it another bit of a squirt with CRC down in there. Righto, now I've got to do this without clobbering you guys, and hopefully I've got a good spot. So all I do now is, this is on a taper again down in there, so nice good couple of hard hits right there. There we go, bang, off. Easy as that. Hope we got that. That's it. You don't need to go and buy any big special tools. As easy as that. Righto, keep pulling apart. We've had our little package turn up in the mail. So I thought we'd do an unboxing for you and show you what it is. There it is, one Momo steering wheel. Let's get it out. Make sure they've sent the right one to us. Oh shit, tight box. Nice little red horn button. There she is. Red stitching, Momo, what is it, a T-Type V35. It's not a Monte Carlo, didn't want a Monte Carlo. I don't do them with red stitching, so here we are. And I've got red stitching and the red Momo badge, and I've also got our Momo Boss as well for it to go on to. There we go. Gotta be happy with that. Bits and pieces turn up every day. Well guys, that's probably going to be it for this episode. We were hoping to get it in high build today, but we just weren't happy with the roof, so we've given another hit with resto and a couple of spots on the sides we had a bit left over, so we were hoping to get it into high build, but it ain't going to happen. We're going to let that dry off overnight and that will probably be it. We'll get it in high build tomorrow, which is Wednesday, so I'm going to get this video up tonight for you. So getting very close, very close. So that'll be it. That'll be it for this episode. As I said, high build tomorrow, which will be in an upcoming episode, which may be a few weeks away, because I've got some other plans I want to show you guys. We'll still be working away on this in the background, but yeah, I'm going to post up something else I want to show you that we're doing. There'll be a couple of episodes on that, and then we'll get back into showing you where we are with makeup. I'll film it as we go along, so when we finally get back to it, you'll still see the progress we're getting into, or we're doing. So it won't be this high build, and when I get back it'll be paint. I wouldn't do that to you. We'll show you the steps as we go. Alrighty, well that's it. Thanks for coming along and watching. If you haven't jumped on and subscribed, please jump on and subscribe, hit the bell, share it with your friends. Appreciate everybody that has, and all the comments, and I hope you're enjoying the build. Okay, see you later. Cheers. Alright, people. We have finally got our merch. Here's one on display here. A little one on the back. Actually, brother's wearing one. There we are. There's and the hats. You better video me. Video me hoodies I've got. There's a big logo on the
Hang on. Look at that.
That's not doing the merch. Oh. We can sell it if you want to. So there we are, people, and we've got hats and stuff. So anyone's interested, drop us a line and put an order in, and we'll get you out some gear. You rub the paint off it, honey.
What makes me laugh, I go to probably do that in a big dust form. I haven't even finished it.
Let me.
You try it.
I wonder if people can do it off the phone.
You're videoing it, you know.
Yeah.
I just use my camera doesn't work for that.
Just had a car show this morning. What is it? The 100th year or something, brother? Centenary. Is that right?
Red Cliff something. Red Cliff Centenary.
So we just bring a few cars down for a drive. Hang out a bit. What you doing, Travis? Hey? Well, looky here. Just got a visit from the organisers, and they just voted the Z best car. How's that? Absolutely stoked. So its first outing wins best car, and actually I do have a picture. The Ute on its first outing won best car at the car show as well, so that's not bad. Pretty happy with that.